there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking about Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, liking a messy post by her friend that is shading Janet Jackson for charging for meet and greet prices. And I'm just a little bit confused because I do not recall the last time Beyonce has had a meet and greet at her own shows, and her tickets cost way more than Janet's. So let's get into the mess as to what actually was said. So we have from Tina's friend, she has a screenshot, as you guys can see here, of Janet's ticket prices on Ticketmaster. And for people that want to have a meet and greet, it depends on the state that you're going to see Janet in, but it starts at like $1,500 and up to do the meet and greet package, which guarantees you the first 3 rows of the where you're going to be seated for the show, and then the meet and greet after. So the post says, "What a joke." Here they add another $1,000 for a 15-second meet and greet. Again, front row for fans. Unless you want to bend over, they can continue raking in the cash. You want Beyonce prices, have real production. Just disgusted. I'm not the only one. Oh, the DMs I'm getting. Way to thank your fans for years of support. So here's the thing. And then, of course, on the other portion of the screenshot is showing the like by Beyonce's mom, Tina. And so a couple other things that I'll just read off, because she got mad at the comments because Janet fans, of course, assembled and dragged her. And she's like, "And why do people keep trying to call out my friend Tina for liking my post? People on here making comments agreeing with me, but nobody calls them out." And then a Janet fan says, "For all the disrespect for Jana, this post is unreal," and tags Miss Tina Knowles. "And I thought better of you than to take such a childish post of a so-called fan. Janet has earned to charge any price she wants. Just don't go simple." So here's the thing. I've been transparent with you guys on here. I have seen both Beyonce and Janet in concert a number of times. I think I've been to every single Beyonce tour, with the exception of the one that she did where she was supposed to release a new album and she didn't, and then decided to do a follow-up tour after that. So I went to the tour after that, and I didn't go to Renaissance because I wasn't a fan of Renaissance or whatever. And but pretty much Janet, like, I've been going to her concerts since I was a teenager, since I was like a preteen. And I've met Janet Jackson more recently, within like the past 5 to 7 years, on multiple occasions, and have paid those meet and greet prices, right? Which actually, this is a bargain, by the way, for what she's charging now for her meet and greet. Those of you who do not know, Janet is going back on tour this summer because she made over $50 million last year from the summer tour that she did with Ludacris, and now she's going back this year and doing it again with Nelly. So here's the thing. So this is somebody who is claiming to be a friend of Tina Knowles, right? It sounds like this friend wants to get access to the Jacksons and wants to get access to the inner circle and feels some level of entitlement. And what's weird is that I know Beyonce ticket prices that cost more than the most expensive Janet Jackson meet and greet ticket. And you're barely in the front row. You're in the middle of a mosh pit of people, paying thousands of dollars just to try to stand close and not get pushed or pulled away by other crazy fans. So let's just start right there, okay? Number 2. Tina Knowles, this goes out to you. This, pedestal that you want to put on for your daughter is fine, but we don't need to see all of this chaos on social media. For whatever reason, you always have to, have this big guilt trip. Nobody's ever allowed to criticize your daughter. Nobody is ever allowed to, have a negative experience or have something negative happen to them allegedly by Beyonce or Beyonce's team or what have you, or you go on these rants and then you're never supportive of anybody else outside of Kelly and Michelle, right? And then finally you acknowledge the Destiny's Child reunion of all the members, but we know the real deal on that, right? But nonetheless, outside of that, you cannot support anybody else. that you feel is a direct competition for Beyonce. You even posted support for Rihanna winning her humanitarian award and immediately deleted it because you knew that the Beehive was going to come in and attack. You couldn't even celebrate that, right? Because again, you have to fuel this non-existent rivalry between Beyonce and Rihanna that does not exist. But when people like you make it so that your daughter is the only person allowed to charge for expensive ticket prices, which is completely laughable in its first place. Because here's the thing, if we want to keep it a buck on the Renaissance tour, a real Beyonce fan knows what I'm talking about. She should have pushed the tour back. If we're keeping it a buck, if she truly had a knee injury and had knee replacement surgery right before the tour started, in which she had to rework most of the choreographed moves and rework some things to where she wasn't dancing as much, which is why many people kept calling her out for not dancing as much because she was still trying to rehab, that we could have had a better quality show. And I don't care how many fireworks and theatrics and production that you do on a show, on a concert. If all of the songs are not good, if all of the songs are not hits, who cares? The one thing you can't say about the Jackson family overall, whether it's Michael or Janet or nothing, is nobody has ever complained about their dancing. Nobody has ever complained about their hits. Nobody has ever complained about their singing. Everybody has had nothing but positive things to say whenever it's a Michael Jackson concert or a Janet Jackson concert. So this nonsense that Tina Knowles keeps doing on social media is for the birds. She honestly needs to just delete her account and just go under her burner account because she cannot stop being messy. And some of that, I have to wonder, does some of that also come, is it passed down as well? Does your daughter share some of these thoughts too, right? Because I do not, for the life of me, feel like you need to be the spokesperson for all of this. But as a result of this, Beyonce is getting dragged too because of her mother's behavior. Because her mom keeps doing this, and then this is what happens when Beyonce stops doing interviews, when she stops talking in person outside of her concerts. This is what happens. Narratives start to be pushed by the people closest to you that do like to be on social media, that do like to speak in interviews. This is what happens. Then people think it's a reflection of you. Then people think it's a representative of you. But this unnecessary shade to Janet Jackson can charge $10,000 for a meet and greet, as far as I'm concerned. She has the hits, she has the catalog, she has the legacy. Besides CBS trying to completely sabotage her with the Super Bowl thing, she would be even bigger if we're keeping it a buck. She would have even more sales if we're keeping it a buck. All of her tours have sold out. She has never been the opening act for anybody. Can't say that about some of your faves. And the disrespect is completely and utterly insane. Here's the thing. We don't have to pin people against each other. We don't have to do that. But this notion that you feel a certain way because you can't afford meet and greet tickets to, Janet, or you were expecting some freebie, or you were expecting it to be like a couple $100. No. This is Janet Jackson. The Janet Jackson. Put up or shut up. But this notion where you're going to try to say that Janet is charging Beyonce prices when Beyonce doesn't even do meet and greets herself, and she even charges more for the floor seats, for the mosh pit seats, for the VIP areas. You're kidding me right now? Really? That's what we want to do? And here's the thing, when you like comments like that, it shows that you're in support of the mess. Just like the former dance captain of Beyonce was liking shady comments about Beyonce in regards to her no longer being the captain for her tour for Renaissance. So again, those likes are showing your side, are showing your true colors. We're not going to play this notion, oh, well, she's of a certain age and she just hit like by accident. No, this is allegedly a personal friend. She knew exactly what she was doing liking the comment.
Like, there is no way to defend this. There is no way to get around this. There is no way to try to slice it and dice it and wrap it up into a bow. And what's weird is that Beyoncé has attended Janet concerts and most recently would attend Janet's Vegas residency shows, like dancing her heart away. So I have no idea why her mom is liking messy comments like that. And actually back then, her meet and greet was more expensive than it is now. And this notion that meet and greets are only 15 seconds is also bogus, especially if you're someone like me who's met Janet Jackson more than once. It's a little bit longer than 15 or 30 seconds. That is a joke. That's what they tell you officially on these rules. However, it is at the discretion of the celebrity to determine how long they want to spend with you. And if they want to say anything to you, if they want to give you any compliments or any of the things, it's not a mandated 15 to 30 seconds because guess what? You can't meet that celebrity until you're escorted in by security or the bodyguard anyways. So Janet can spend as much time with you as she would like. So this notion that people are being ripped off or that they're being overcharged for a Janet Jackson meet and greet ticket, number one, is completely and utterly ludicrous. But Beyonce's mom needs to stop this foolishness on social media. She needs to stop shading all these other black artists and liking messy posts about these other black artists and acting like her daughter is the only person who is allowed to be successful, who is allowed to charge for expensive tickets, who is allowed to do anything. Like she's some type of god that needs to be worshipped. Like, we need to stop that ridiculousness. We always talk about how everybody can have a seat at the table, everybody can make money, everybody can be successful. If you can't afford the Janet meet and greet tickets, just say that. But don't be pissed at her because there's going to be fans that are going to buy it. There's people that I met the last time I met Janet last year, and they said it was their first time meeting Janet. They had no problems paying the $2,000 or whatever it was last year for her meet and greet. They weren't upset. They weren't complaining. So this notion that, and like I said, I feel like it's somebody who is just trying to get access, trying to get some freebies into Janet's inner circle, which is definitely not going to happen now. But if you can't afford it, just say that. If you spent all your money on the Renaissance tour, just say that. But don't shade Janet for it. Janet can charge whatever the heck she wants. Because guess what? She has a loyal fan base. She has loyal people that are going to pay for it. All of her fans, including myself, know that Janet, no matter what, is going to put on an amazing show. You are going to get your money's worth, whether you are sitting in the nosebleeds or front row, whether or not you get a meet and greet ticket. She is going to dance her heart out, is dancing harder than some of her your faves that are half her age. And oh, by the way, did a lot more dancing than somebody's fave that had knee replacement surgery, that didn't decide to postpone the tour or anything. So if we want to go there, we can. But Beyonce's mom needs to stop it. Because it's getting annoying that she is always in the blogs for all of the wrong reasons. And it's clear that she likes to see who is talking about her daughter, and she likes to see who people like to pin against her daughter or try to make this a competition and say, oh, Beyonce's internet, oh, these are Beyonce prices, or this is a Beyonce inspired blah, 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 when we can do a video of all the things that Beyonce was inspired by, primarily by the Jackson family, if we want to keep it a buck. Which is why I have left up here, Beyonce herself dressing up as Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation for Halloween. Dressing up as all of these black R&B singers for Halloween and dressing up her kids as them. But your mom is out here liking shady posts about them and comparing them to your daughter. Make it make sense. In 2024, we're not taking anybody's crap. I mean, Cat Williams has set the tone that nobody's crap is being taken, but I mean, again, we're saying it again on January 22nd, 2024. You want to be messy, it's going to get exposed. You want to like messy posts about things that you know nothing about, then it is what it is. But this notion, and there's always been comments over the years that have been messy towards the Jackson family, if we're keeping it a buck too, which we can do a separate video on that as well. But this was completely and utterly unnecessary. You didn't need to like this post. And the poster themselves, just say you can't afford the ticket and keep it moving. but nobody has been complaining about Janet's tickets since they went on sale. I have yet to see anybody complain about Janet's tickets, let alone her meet and greet tickets. Because there's some people for the very first time who have an opportunity to pay for these meet and greet tickets. So again, it's just you that has the issue, right? Because I want to see receipts of these alleged DMs, and they're not trolls. They're real people that are upset supposedly about these prices, because I think it's fair compared to other celebrities that I've met. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.